If you have a great video with fall leaves, but the leaves are not popping the way they did in person, we can actually fix that inside of Adobe Premiere. Add your video and we're going to go into the Lumetri Color tab. We want to scroll down and pop up the exposure just a little bit to make it a little more energetic. Don't go too overboard. We can actually segment this out and do it to different sections. So make sure once you've added in some exposure, you add on a little more contrast. You may want to drag down your shadows and drag down your blacks so that they're a little bit more crisp. And now we are going to hold our Option key down and drag up our clip to form a secondary clip. Make sure that second clip is highlighted, and we're going to come over and go down to our opacity. We're going to grab our free draw tool and we are going to highlight just around the leaves. We don't want to get too much of the rest of the image, and you can refine this later on. So just get a general idea of those leaves. From there, you're going to go in and you're going to feather that mask so those dotted lines are going to be a little bit away from the solid line. From there, we now have the ability to add in even more exposure, and we can add in more contrast to this. You can even sway them to be a little more yellow or a little bit more blue. We usually want to add a little bit more of that orangey tint to it, and you can sway it to the pink side or to the green side depending on what you're going to be looking for. You can even bump up your saturation. Now from here, we're going to go ahead and play this clip so that we can kind of see how this is glowing. This one is not glowing yet. So now we're going to go back to our original, hold the Option key down and drag it up above the others. We're going to repeat this pattern by going to our opacity tool, and we're just going to outline the general space of those leaves. Again, we are going to feather that and really pull that up until the dotted lines are away from that solid line. And from here, we are going to once again, pull that up. We're going to add a little bit more contrast. We're going to bring down our shadows on this one. We're going to really bring down the blacks. We're actually going to highlight those orangey colors, and we're going to sway it to either the green or the pink side, depending on what your specific image is going to need. And from there, you can kind of come in and you can change your saturation levels. There are other things that you can be doing here as well, but that gives us more of a pop. Now, one last thing we want to make sure we do is to drag this up, get one more layer. We're going to grab our opacity tool and we're just going to highlight you in case you need to be a little bit more popping in your image. So again, we are going to move that over. We're going to bump up our exposure, up our contrast, and from here, we are now going to have a really good video clip that looks a little more realistic. And if it is too much, then all you have to do is click on that layer, go back in, and pull down our coloring or our brightness to make it match the vibes. Remember, with video, you can actually push it a little bit further. Follow along for more video editing tips.